Hey everybody, today we're going to be talking about how to build a successful business by choosing a profitable target audience. And as you probably already know, selecting a target audience is one of the most important things that you can do.
That's why I picked you.
If you pick the wrong audience, you're really setting yourself up for a lot of failure. It's kind of like building your house without a foundation, but if you select the right target audience, you're going to be way more likely to succeed. And really this one thing, picking the right audience, was one of the things that allowed me to turn my business around and go from zero online to where nobody knew who I was. I was, in a market where nobody had ever heard my name before, and I was able to go from zero to top earner very, very quickly. So for those of you who are not in a business yet, this is going to help you to figure out, okay, who should I be targeting to build an audience around me? Because once you have an audience of true fans, you can monetize those people. And monetizing people who like you, who follow you, is way easier than trying to monetize a whole bunch of strangers. And this is one of the big differences between top earners and amateurs. Top earners are constantly looking at, how can I find more followers first? How can I build my audience of people who like me first, so that then I have a group of people that I can tell about my product or my service or my opportunity, right? And amateurs, they're just like, hey man, I'm in a great opportunity. Let me just tell the whole world about it. So if you're already in a business and you haven't selected a target audience, this will help you to do that. Or if you're in a business and you have selected an audience, this should help you to kind of do a bit of an inventory of, have I selected a good audience? So I'm going to give you 3 steps, 3 simple questions to ask yourself. So glad to be here with you guys. If you've never attended one of my videos before, my name is Tyson Zahner, and I have been everything from failure inside of the home business industry all the way to 3-time top earner, 3 straight years in a row in one of my companies. And this simple 3-step, the simple 3-step formula that I share on my webinar is slightly different than what I share in today's video. So I should clarify. Many of you know that I do have a free web class. You're welcome to attend. This is where I show more of my formula for how I attract people to me. How do I attract that audience to me and monetize that audience? Today's video, and you're welcome to register for that free web class by clicking somewhere on or around this video, but today's video is really going to be more about the 3 steps or the 3 questions that you have to ask yourself if you want to select a good target audience, right? And then if you want to know more about how to monetize that audience and how to attract them to you, then feel free to click somewhere on or around this video, register to attend my free web class, and I'll show you that simple 3-step formula for attracting and monetizing your audience. Now, let's start with the first question you have to ask yourself is this: how large is your audience?
Clap for me! Oh, he clapped!
So when I say how large is your audience, I mean if you are, let's say you're targeting parakeet owners in, the city of Detroit, Michigan. Well, that's probably not a very large target audience. Could you make some money off of them? I guess you possibly could, but the odds are not going to be that great, as opposed to picking an audience where there's a lot of people in that potential audience. And this is one of the reasons why you'll see so many, like some of the biggest markets to target online are things like, people who want to know how to make money, right? I mean, that's partially the market that I'm in, but I've narrowed mine down a little bit further. I've gone more with people who are already business owners who want to make money online. That's kind of my target audience. And by the way, think of your target audience as like literally a target on a bullseye. A lot of people think, well, if I only target, if I'm only targeting small business owners, will no one else be attracted to me? No, that's not the case at all, because think about it like throwing a dart at a dartboard. If you're aiming for the bullseye, your bullseye is what gives you the most points. In business, we'll call points money. That's the people who you're going to be able to monetize the easiest and the most, right? If you hit that bullseye. But just because you're targeting a specific group of people doesn't necessarily mean that you won't also attract other kinds of people. For example, my bullseye are small business owners, particularly home business owners, in the affiliate marketing world and in the network marketing world. Now, are home business owners a large audience? Yes, there's a lot of people who want to make money from home. So it's a large group of people. And I've narrowed that down a little bit further by saying I specifically want to help home business owners. Oh, and by the way, don't think just because I selected this particular audience that you should select the same audience as someone else. Tip number 3 that I'm going to get to in a minute will really help you to clarify who you should select because it's different for everyone. I'll explain here in a minute why I selected, home business owners. But back to my analogy with the dartboard, if I attract people who are already in an affiliate marketing business or a network marketing company, that's my bullseye. That's going to be the people who I can monetize the easiest and the most because it's kind of my main target. But I also have realtors who have attended my webinars and used my methods and bought my courses. I've had insurance agents. I've had traditional brick and mortar businesses. I've even had people who've never started a business before and they're simply looking for how to start making money online. Those are people who kind of fall outside of my bullseye, but they're still attracted to my message. And when you put all that together, I've got a really large target audience. So the first question you have to ask yourself is, how large is my audience of people? If you're in something like health and wellness, obviously lots of people want to be healthy. But how can you maybe narrow that down to say who's going to be my bullseye of people that are going to be worth the most amount of points to me? Pet owners could be another big market. People who are looking for dating and relationship advice, people who want better skin, people who want to travel. These are all fairly large audiences and all different types of groups of people that you can definitely target. The next tip, or the second question you have to ask yourself is, how passionate is this audience?
Depends how badly you want it.
Because there's a difference between an audience of people who are like, I like Cheerios, like I want to target people who eat Cheerios. Okay. Is there a lot of people in the world who eat Cheerios? Probably, but how passionate are there really a lot of people who are like, man, I love Cheerios and I want to talk about Cheerios and I want to watch videos on Cheerios? Probably not, right? If your audience isn't super excited or passionate about the topic that you want to talk about to attract people to you, it's probably not going to do you a whole lot of good, right? So make sure that your audience is very passionate. Like a great example is golfers, right? Golfers are very passionate. My dad's a golfer. I'm wearing my Titleist hat today. My dad would watch videos for hours upon end, probably, showing him how to shave a few strokes off of his game, how to get a few more yards out of his drive, how to sink a few more putts, right? He would watch a ton of videos because he's so passionate about it. So you have to ask yourself, how passionate is my audience? For me, with my audience, I know that my, home business owners, people who want to make money, who want to change their lives, who want to create freedom and security for their families, I know they're incredibly passionate about that topic. That's why they went into business for themselves. And that's one of the reasons why I selected this particular audience of people that I want to build my business around. But the third and probably the most important question you have to ask yourself is this: how much does the topic that you would have to talk about to attract this group of people, how much does it excite you personally?
Oh, I'm excited.
Because the biggest mistake I see a lot of people make is they say, well, what works the best? What's the best audience that I should pick? Which audience is making the most money? I'll just pick that. And here's the truth, guys. Building a business is hard work, right? If you're looking for me to give you some push-button magic solution where you just make money tomorrow and you didn't have to do any work, I don't have that solution for you. It does not exist. And if you're one of those people who's looking for magic, if you're looking for make money without doing any work, please go away. Please go find someone else. Please find the crappy, hypey marketers who will sell you what you want to be told if you're that gullible. But if you're here because you understand that building a business requires consistent daily action, it requires you to come in and do a little bit of work every single day. It's called building a business, right? Building, meaning how do you build a building? You put on one brick at a time. The next day it's not built yet. You come in and you build a little bit more. Well, if you have to build your business
brick by brick, my citizens,
by, let's say, talking about a particular topic. As you could tell, I get a little fired up about this topic because this kind of stuff excites me. It gets me fired up to talk about entrepreneurship, and it fires me up to talk about marketing, to talk about making sales. It fires me up to help people to attract more people to them so that they can stop chasing people around. It fires me up to change people's lives and see them have a breakthrough where they say, oh my God, Tyson, I was so frustrated with all of the, the naysayers and the people that I was talking to that were doubting me, and now I'm attracting people who are genuinely interested in what I have to offer. That gets me fired up, and it gets me excited every day to talk about this topic. If you're not excited, if you're not genuinely fired up about what it is that you've got to talk about, you will not continue. You will eventually quit because it's building a business with consistent daily action. And if you get up every day going, oh man, I got to talk about that again, you're eventually going to stop talking about that. So what is it for you? It could be, video games. Maybe you're fired up about video games and you want to talk to people about video games. You just have to find the right way to monetize that audience. Maybe for you, it's you're super excited about health and wellness. That fits the bill. It's a large audience of people. They're very passionate about getting in shape. And maybe you want to target that down a little bit further by saying, I'm going to specifically target men who are over 40. And that's going to be my specific target audience. But if I hit a few people outside of that bullseye, I'm still going to be able to make money. Has this been helpful? Is anybody getting value out of today's training? If so, if you're on Facebook, tap the heart button a bunch of times. If you're on YouTube, give me a thumbs up to let me know that this has been helpful for you. Also, if you love this training and you want to get notified every time I put out a new free training like this on Facebook or YouTube, like my page on Facebook and subscribe to this page. Or if you're on YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube channel and then smash that notification bell. It looks like a little bell, and you'll get notified every single time I put out new training just like this. Give me a few comments below. And for those of you who want not only to know how to pick the right audience, but how to attract those people to you, because every single day, guys, I get, 3 to 5 times a week. I shouldn't say every single day, 3 to 5 times a week. I get on YouTube, I get on Facebook, and I do these videos to attract people to me, to attract my target audience to me. I have a system. It works. It's allowed me to earn well over $1 million online, and I would be happy to show you this exact same formula so that you can start monetizing your target audience, whoever that is. There is no right or wrong audience. You do not, well, I shouldn't say there's no wrong audience. If as long as it fits those 3 criteria that I gave you, then there's no right or wrong audience. So pick an audience that excites you. Pick an audience that's big enough that you can monetize, and pick an audience that would be passionate enough to say, I would love to stick around and watch. Like, I know a lot of people, they watch one of my videos and then they'll go back and they'll watch more of my videos. They'll just start scrolling through backlogs of my videos. And for hours on end, they've told me, they've said, Tyson, I just love your content. That's the kind of audience you should be looking for. They're passionate enough to say, man, I want to learn more about what this guy has to offer. I want to watch more of his videos. I want to attend his web class, and so on and so forth. So if you would like to attend my web class, if you're passionate enough to say, I really like to know how to use Tyson's 3-step formula to attract this audience of people to me and how to monetize them, click the link that you see on or around this video, put in your name and your email address on the next page, pick a time to attend my free class. It's about 60 minutes long. It is totally free to attend the class. If you like what I teach in the class, there will be an offer at the end. If that kind of thing scares you, investing in yourself and your business, don't attend. Or maybe just go back to a job if you're afraid of investing in yourself, because true entrepreneurs invest in themselves and in their business. It's not required for you to buy anything to attend the webinar. It is totally free. I hope you get a ton of value out of the free web class. I tell people to think of my web class kind of like free samples at Costco. If you like the sample, you might want to buy a whole box. If not, I hope you love the sample, and I hope you can go out and utilize that sample to start generating some leads and some new sales in your business. So guys, let me just say thank you for attending. I appreciate you guys being here. Have an amazing rest of your day, and we will see you guys on the next training. This is Tyson Zahner signing out, saying have a great day.